Wes Brisco. We're proud to always be a part of the Roman show. Every day, all day. Aces and eights for life.
All right, Roman show. Rodolph Roman here in Marlins Park, Wes Brisco, Knox, Aces and Eights, TNA wrestlers. It's a pleasure to have you here, gentlemen. We have Wrestling Legends Night in Marlins Park. Big show. We have a lot of guys. I got to ask you guys, before we start, have you seen some of these guys for the first time? Some of the legends, or you know these guys already, like for example, the Nasty was Jimmy Hart. You are surrounded by them, or any of them?
We've known them and studied them our whole life. I mean, if you don't strive to be the best, and those guys have made it, they've main event in every match, and if you don't strive and watch them, then what's the point?
And how about yourself?
I've watched them since I was 10 years old. I know every move they do before they'll do it. You know, it's an honor to be here with them.
How was the first time that when you saw them, for the first time you got into the business, that you meet guys like Knobs, you meet guys like Jimmy Hart, the Genius?
I got to be honest, I lost my breath the first time I met them. You know, that was a few years ago before I was on the road, and I got my tires worn, if you know what I mean. You know, I've seen these guys for years and years, and I was a fan for them for years and years. You know.
Well, I mean, like I've been through this my whole life. I mean, my dad and my uncle are legends. They're Hall of Famers, WWE Hall of Famers, and they're, you know, they're the man. And you know, like I've been in this business forever, and you just have to respect and learn and watch from everybody. Because if you don't, then
He's lived it since he was a baby.
Just a
For
little
you guys
baby.
to step inside the ring and actually wrestle with them, I mean, that must be like a dream come true.
It's an honor. It really is. I can't express it any other way. It's an honor to be in the ring with these guys.
Let's talk about TNA Aces and Eights. What's going on? We just lost Devon, part of TNA. How did you guys feel about that? A guy who was giving a lot to the sport.
He will be missed, and not to be untough, but I did shed tears. I cried a lot because he's really, really looked out for me, and he's helped me on the road, and he's taught me how to conduct myself and how to be a pro. And if anybody knows anything about being a pro, it's Devon. He's going to be missed.
He's meant so much to me. He's shown me the ropes. He's took me out. He was literally the person that would pick me up. I'd ride in the car with him. He'd talk to me and tell me everything. And really helped me. And like, I got nothing but respect for him, and I love him to death. And he deserves the best, and he will get the best. I know that.
He became a mentor for both of you guys.
More than a mentor. More than a mentor. I can't even express the words that I feel for him.
I call him a father figure. Really, on the road, he's a father figure, and he wanted to make sure we did it right.
Yeah, he would literally stay 2 hours and wait for me to fly in just so I have a ride. He would never leave us alone.
Yep.
He would always be by side.
Aces and H never walk alone, baby.
And let's talk about the current side of the TNA. You know, some guys have left, some guys are staying. There's rumors. How do you guys feel about that in the locker room?
Well, we can't control that. You know, we like some decisions, we hate some decisions. Seeing Devon go was horrible. Seeing Doc go,
Oh my God,
horrible.
Doc, the DOC,
I've known him since I was a 19-year-old kid. He's like a baby brother to me. You know, seeing him go was a horrible decision. You know, but they're making great strides too. You know, and they're trying to get to a point where we can compete. You know, and we're getting closer every day, I think.
Has wrestling become some sort of maybe more like the Marlins, for example? You know, last year the Marlins had a big stars here, and all of a sudden, snap of the finger, they're gone. Has it become like that? You became. Well, Fernandez is awesome. We love Fernandez, but Fernandez is the future. But you know, '97 we got great guys here, and they left last year. We got Ramirez, we got rid of him, and so forth. Obviously for a better future, but it's become like you become too attached to a wrestler, and all of a sudden you look at the side, and you're like, I'm no longer working with this guy.
No, it's not like that at all. We give it all, and if there's a better opportunity, you take it. It's whatever you're given.
Now let's
Everyone
talk.
loves TNA. TNA is the best possible. The locker room, the vibe, everything we do it's one big family.
How about going on the road? How have you guys enjoyed that compared to being in Orlando all the time?
I've been on the road for 10 years, 12 years, you know, so the road is like home to me. Going to Orlando and doing that stuff there, that was a little different for me. You know, you get used to something, you got to switch it up. You know, you become complacent and you do your thing, and you got to switch it up. Otherwise, what is there to strive for? You know?
And plus, we were able to perform in front of people that haven't really seen us and a lot bigger audience. And that's what we're here for.
I agree. When they came to South Florida, I was like, wow, I got to finally see Devon. I finally get to see Bubba and all these. I was like, it's great stuff. Now, I got to ask you, the beard. It's a trend. But, Mike, you tell me that you started this thing.
I absolutely started the beard. I had it back in '06 when it wasn't cool. You know what I mean? When I had French fries and little birds flying out of it and all that kind of stuff. And nobody was thinking about doing it back then.
What do you think? Why is he coming back? Cody Rhodes, he has a little mustache. You got the big beard. Brian got
mine's for the mustache rides. Any girl that wants to be available, there's mustache rides.
Does it just make him look more manlier? I don't know. More testosterone?
It's the mustard.
Beardless.
Yeah, I could grow it too. I just, baby face. But what do you think of it?
If I had that baby face, I wouldn't cover it up either. You know what I mean? It's been a long, hard road. You know what I mean? You got to hide what you can. Hide what the years can't hide. Yep.
So what's going on, TNA? Aces and Eights future for you guys. You just battled the main event Mafia. Guys like, what do you guys think about Rampage, Tito Ortiz? How have you guys accepted him? MMA guys, have they brought in something new? Maybe perhaps some training?
Yes, they brought in something new, but you don't forget it's our ring. We own this ring. That's our spot. It's not MMA, it's wrestling, and we own that. So they're stepping into a whole world that they don't understand, and we control this.
If they happen to throw a stiff shot, you hit them right back with another one? I had to ask.
Tell you the truth, I'm stiff all day, every day. No, I'm not. I'm not
the other way. Not the other way.
I'm not joking.
That sounds dirty, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if Rampage throws in an extra punch, you'll fight right back with a nice
That's why we do this, man. We're not afraid of anybody. No. We're not afraid of anybody. I don't care what you've done. If you're a football player, if you're an MMA champion, if you're a freaking movie star, I don't care.
You step in that ring and it's all us.
I was listening to an interview to Stone Cold Steve Austin that was talking about that, and he was recalling how he wrestled Bret Hart back then in one of the WrestleManias, and he said that every now and then you have to be a little stiff because you have to make these people know, hey, this is for real.
It's not making it for real. It's you want to perform the best you can, and we're men, and we can handle it. We can take any shot you give us.
Absolutely.
Would you go into MMA maybe one day, perhaps?
I would. I mean, 2-time state champion, black belt in karate, did boxing for 6 years, but too many knee surgeries.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so very much.
Pleasure.
Enjoy your stay here in Miami, and I'm sure you're rooting for the Marlins, of course. Yeah. I want everybody to show because all these guys got cool jerseys with their last names in the back. Look how cool this is.
Wait till you see my number.
All right. Oh, my God. It had to go 69. Here we go. Brisco 69. Brisco Knox. Gentlemen, thank you so very much. Enjoy. Yes, sir.